Thank you. Thank you, Madam Chair. Just to quickly introduce myself, I am governor of one of the counties. We have 47 counties in Kenya, and have been elected in office for the last 25 years, from 1992. And we continue to increase the number of women in our country. Madam Chair, honorable members of Justice and Freedom Party, women leaders and members of ACA Party, whom we are celebrating today, good morning. I wish to thank the leadership of ACA Party and the organizers of this conference for inviting me to be one of the speakers. Indeed, I feel very honored to be amongst you. We are gathered here to celebrate the rights and gains that women have made in your country under the ACA Party leadership. We must commend your president because certainly, I almost can say he's a feminist. He wants to support women to be in leadership. I feel very special to be among you, as I said. The gathering means that ACA Party greatly appreciates the contributions of women in its body politic. I wish to congratulate you for your prolific electoral successes since 2002, and also for the great work that you have done to increase the women's leadership and the political participation in Turkey. Under the leadership of your president, the percentage of women deputies in Turkey's parliament has increased from 4.4% to the current 17% from 2002. This is surely remarkable, and there is still room for improvement. I'm sure women must continue to fight to get into those offices. I keep on telling women in my country that the seats will never be left for you to sit on. You must continue putting a lot of pressure in all ways, because women think different, and women will develop countries faster, especially from the grassroots. Before I share my experience on women in leadership, allow me to share the clarion call that we have in my country, Kenya. Usually we call out, kina mama mpo, and the women say, tupo. Can I make that clarion call? Kina mama mpo, say tupo. Tupo. Correct. The reason for this greeting is that in many African countries, women are expected to be invisible, even when they are physically present. So when they ask, kina mama mpo, we always say, we are here and ready to take up the political positions, decision-making positions, and be on the table where resources are being distributed. That is the clarion call that we have in Kenya, and that we are ready to play the roles that even men play. We are equal in thinking, and we are equal in ability to actually push the agenda of development. In many cultures, women remain invisible players in the development of society, yet they play a very critical role in most political dispensations, especially centralized systems. Women continue to experience marginalization and are yet to break through the infamous glass ceiling. The theme of the conference, Local Governments in Global World, Solutions of Women in Local Authorities, asks us the question whether women's needs are better served under centralized or non-centralized systems of government. My answer is that women's needs are better served in non-centralized systems of government, the local governments. In many countries, women form the majority of poor and disadvantaged as a result of the policies made in distant headquarters. Local governments have unique capacity for development and delivering public services closer to the people, especially to women. Most of local government's programs resolve around basic needs, such as food, water and sanitation, healthcare, housing, education, jobs, which are all very dear to women. Local governments are also good platforms for enabling the political participation and leadership of women. All this is because local governments organize and operate at the very grassroots level, where women are, where women live, where women work, and where we create much more impact and influences, as well as being within the communities. This conference also features very thought-provoking questions. For example, have women broken the glass ceiling? My view is that before women can break the glass ceiling, we must first open or break the glass window. The glass window is my idea that many countries' political institutions are made deliberately as exclusive old boys-only clubs, where women's access is restricted, not necessarily fully restricted, but you find that we are cleverly excluded from where decisions are being made. Therefore, women have to stand outside and the people through the glass window at the party that is going on inside. We find that in African continent especially. Therefore, political parties, which in a democracy are the vehicles to political power, sometimes become like a room where women are locked out, but are allowed to look through the glass window and witness the party going on inside and the cheering from outside. There are many factors that make this happen. Women are obstructed simply because we lack resources, we lack the financial muscle, we lack exposure, we lack capacity, we lack confidence, we lack communication skills, including deep understanding of politics and development. Lack of economic resources, I said, lack of corporate networks, which come with working in the corporate world, academia, or civil service. Negative culture, including the urban culture of meanness and violence. Party and the government policies that do not recognize women as equal partners. In Kenya, after 2010 constitution, we were now allowed to play all the games and also get into offices as men can do. We even put a law in the constitution that 30%, 2/3 of either gender, must be in the national government and also at the local governments. This has not been achieved at the national government, but this has been achieved at the local level. While this has been to implement the local county governments level, this, as I said, has not happened at the national government level. Devolved governments is a more accountable and more responsive form of government. It works a lot better for women. We women are also making progress in accessing elected political office. Devolved governments, for the first time, I'm elected as a governor. We are only 3 out of 47 counties. Can we say, therefore, we have broken the glass ceiling? No, not yet. Far from it. We women must continue pushing so that the doors are open. Women possess unique leadership qualities that, when properly harnessed, especially at the local governments levels, will positively impact on community development. Some of these are correct risk assessment that leads to well-thought-out decisions. Family and the... Thank you.
Excuse me. Burada bir hatırlatma yapmam lazım. Belki başta yapmalıydım. 8 dakikalık süremiz var. Dolayısıyla süremizin sonuna yaklaşmış durumdayız. Ama iyi bir haberimiz var. Yarın tüm gün boyunca çok değerli konuklarımızla, çok değerli katılımcılarımızı buluşturacağız. Değerli başkanımızın başkanlığında soru cevap için, fikir paylaşım için zamanımız olacak. İkinci tura dönmek için ilk turda 8'er dakikalık zaman dilimlerimiz var. Teşekkür ederim.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Therefore, young people, therefore, we must, as women who have been in politics for a long time, must continue mentoring the young women so that as we get out of politics, others are coming in with the right way to ensure that they will continue to break the glass ceiling. Men usually do not do the kind of risks that we take because we calculate our risks in politics. Men do not. And therefore, I think I would like to wish more and more women to run for offices, we women to continue doing so, encouraging them, and the parties to do so. Therefore, as we strive, finally, as we strive to break the glass ceiling at the top in the national political structures, we need to encourage the young women. We must not let us and have the dream die because we have all these challenges that were also exposed very well by Professor. I want to thank you so much once again for inviting me to be amongst you. Thank you very much. Asante sana. Thank you. Thank you.